Hey guys, how's it going? So, the build. Let's do an update of where we're at. I already recorded once on Sunday, but I was a little sick, so I just kind of didn't exist that day, pretty much. I slept for like 16 hours. So anyway, let's just go ahead and re-record because some new things have happened. Overall, now that I've been in T4 areas, I just got an ancestral piece. Some of the stats on that looks insane. Sadly, I did not need the rolls on it because my cooldown and attack speed's better on my helmet currently, but it was still like plus 90, so I can't wait to actually get into T4 a little bit easier. I could probably brute force it right now, but I'm not sure whether that's better XP since it is 200% increased. But yeah, I'll cover that here in a second. The main things for the build though, it clapped. It is amazing. Easy. I haven't had any problems with anything. I've been popping off in PvP. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun to play. We did get a nerf. So did we get nerfed? Well, it might feel worse early on if you're using a staff, because even before the nerf, I was complaining about the staff. After the nerf, I was still complaining about it. So I don't know whether it was the nerf just made it feel worse, or it already felt bad enough with not enough attack speed. The biggest recommendation I could recommend is eventually throwing on basic skills gain 50% attack speed at the very least onto a wand, or even if you get a staff, put it on there because it'll be double. I actually didn't know that till recently paying attention. So yeah, it actually would be 30% base, which at that point would at least give you 1.3 by default attacks per second. So, not too bad there. With that legendary affix on there, it feels pretty good. I could probably craft that and actually show it, but yeah, I'm assuming that's going to be good, and I'm going to try to do that. The only thing is I want, you got your amulet, your rings, your gloves, your focus, so what is that? 6 different affixes that you can use if you set it up like this, and I definitely want all 6. So I'm probably going to try to do attack speed on the amulet because it gets a bonus. What do I have on there right now? I did put the more damage on it, but I feel like the attack speed would be better. At which point things like proc chance, like the lightning spear, which I'm going to do something else, would probably go on the weapon or something that doesn't actually scale it more than just the base value. But other than that though, I've just kind of got some defense modifiers, stuff that works, the lightning spear, basic attack, critical strikes with core skills, increase your attack speed, more damage, mastery skills have higher crit. I don't know what the overall effect of that is, but it's feeling good so far. And then over here, unstable currents has a chance to cast an additional shock skill, so that's pretty nice. The one I'm probably going to replace is the lightning spear with the Storms, ball lightning, where it circles around you. Depending on how close that is, I haven't yet seen it, but depending on how close that is, that could be some crazy, insane DPS increase. Because that would mean one ball lightning doesn't just go through a target once, it could go through a target twice or 3 times. Especially if, depending on how it works with you moving, and you do like an attack move kind of thing, you might be able to get even more hits circling an enemy at certain times. One thing I forgot to mention, good thing I realized this, but on the gear itself, the stats that you're mainly looking for, other than the defense that I talked about, is you want as much attack speed as possible. So I think I got some on the helmet up here with basic attack, basic skill attack speed and cooldown reduction, and basic attack speed and cooldown reduction. I mean, that's pretty much the main things. As you can tell there, some of those rolls can go quite a bit higher, which is really nice. But the more basic attack speed you get, the better it feels. And the more cooldown reduction you get, the better it feels, especially after the enchant for this 33-second Ice Blade cooldown use. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into the enchant talk then. There we go. Steamrolled so far. Some people were doing the meteor with the lucky hit from Arc Lash, so that essentially took a hit. Overall, though, I'm not really using that, but that is an idea on getting some burning damage without doing anything silly. So I might be able to do that. Right now, for my single target, I'm doing Ball Lightning, and then when I'm clearing dungeons, I do Fireball. And all you gotta do, you can literally just be running around and hit S, and then boom, you're in the boss room and you're throwing that down. Or you see a ton of elites that might be tough, you throw that on. So yeah, that works pretty well. Other than that, we have World Tier 4 unlocked. I did get it done at 60, and as you can see, I've played a little bit. But yeah, this makes everything in your world level 73 by default. So that kind of made things a little hard, so I've brought it back to see if I can get better XP. It is a little bit of a struggle to get through, but I've been doing a couple of the just dungeons normally without doing nightmare dungeons. So overall, not too bad. If, you know, the XP seems to be about the same, or I'm not really gaining that much more, the gear that I potentially can drop in Torment might just be worth it. So I don't know, and also it's for the content, so I might just be doing that on stream just to do it on stream. Other than that, though, Torment 4 is up now with that, and again, the build just feels great. I just did that, the level 70 dungeon, capstone dungeon, pretty solidly. Not really too hard there with the build. Yeah, it's pretty tanky with everything reduction from teleport and stuff like that. Like it's good. It's really good. Having the 2-second immunity. I feel like with the recent nerfs, they're gonna hit Sorc again, especially on maybe the flame shield or the ice armor. I just have a feeling about that. Not a lot of people, I think, are using the ice armor as much, but so flame shield might be the first one to get hit, and then they might do ice armor next. Overall, though, hopefully they don't hit anything too bad. And to confirm, by the way, if you notice me mousing over things, this has 33 seconds on the cooldown rather than the 40 seconds. How is that? Well, it works, guys. The idea that this node, which I just kind of spec'd in here, I'm not really going anywhere with this. I'm going to respec out of this and actually go, but it's feeling good right now, so I kind of want to keep this like it is. But overall, the enchantments are 20% stronger. Actually works the way I thought it did, so they all increase some magnitude of the skill, which is great. Like this, if you noticed, if you are playing with Meteor, that is a 10% chance rather than an 8% chance. So overall, my unlimited damage build, feeling good. Really loving it so far. And then the rest of the nerfs, let's go ahead and take a look at them, and I'll kind of speak about it. But yeah, that's mainly the build itself. I could try to find some stuff to show off. I might even just throw some clips here and there through this where I was doing the dungeon. So if they were up, then there you go. If not, I'll probably put stuff over where I've just been talking right now instead of me just walking around town. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the actual buffs and nerfs and that kind of stuff. Now, the main thing here, I'm not going to go through all these. Barb, Whirlwind Barb, you've probably heard everybody either talk about it, complain about it, or whatever. They did bring up some stuff, though. They did buff things like minions on the Necro, which is really nice. The thing is, even with there being some buffs, my point is, if they are nerfing things, they are paying attention to the balance. Whether it was overdone or not, they are paying attention, and that is good. I want to see more of this. Even if it's nerfs, it means they're actually balancing their game. If they overbalance, they've already walked things back with the minion stuff a bit. Now, they didn't fully walk it back, but they have done some bringing it back up a little bit. So, overall, I think this is really good. I am a huge fan of this. This is fantastic. You need to nerf things and actually have a balanced game, especially if you're going to keep content like, you know, the Uber Lilith fight kind of thing going on as your final level 100 fight. Otherwise, power creep just gets a little too much. And yeah, obviously, nerfs do feel bad. The one thing I will say, it really feels bad when the build that is, if you're trying to play the build while leveling, if it feels really bad after the nerf, that kind of sucks. Now, that needs to be fixed ASAP. They should be able to make builds work a little bit earlier, and then maybe, you know, put some restrictions later on somehow. I don't know how they would do that. Maybe doing like a mana cost increase, which the thing is, you don't really level your skill, so I don't know how they would do that. But it's just one of those things, like, it feels really bad early on to use your skills, especially core skills. And yeah, that's a little weird. So that's a little odd to me. If you don't have a solid leveling experience, you know, it could be you might have to do one build and then swap to another later. And personally, if I want to play something, I'm going to try to do it all the way through. So that's one thing that I don't like how some of the game feels right now. You really have to either have legendaries or you have to have certain Paragon things to actually make a build feel like a build. So overall, I haven't really looked at this. Again, looks like some of the stuff has been nerfed. I'll go ahead and go through this. We have attack speed, got nerfed on that. So a lot of the Paragon stuff got completely hit. Some would say gutted, which is the other big nerf in the thing. So we'll go look at that down here. Some of these are saying 34, 66%, 66, 50, 40, 62.5. So big hits here overall. But I am going to probably stick to this path. The crackling energy being able to last a little bit more in my downtime. Now, if I have 100% uptime, this node is useless. So hopefully I eventually hit 100% uptime. But assuming I won't, having this will be very nice to actually get, you know, a little bit more cooldown for my ultimate. The attack speed stuff getting nerfed, kind of a bit of a hit, but I'm still going to go through here in the same way and pick up this attack speed. Hopefully that won't feel too bad. Now, I will say, as far as what I've already got, when I'm popping off with the attack speed, it feels really good. Playing on a controller, I did do that too. The attack move felt amazing, and I need to get that going on PC. I did not know what I was missing. So, make sure you toggle on the attack move, and I do plan on taking this since I got enough points. I guess I should throw that in there. I'll probably, because that's real quick and easy, and that's more int, so why not? But that's the only thing planned so far. If I ever do burning things with the meteor, then I would take this little cluster and maybe spec out of this or something. That's some more damage reduction is the main thing there. So that's kind of nice. But I think I've got enough damage reduction for now. We'll see. If I need more by the end, then we'll figure that out when the time comes. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much the main things in the updates. I've now done the 70 capstone at level 60. Got that up. I'll probably again show, you know, a couple of clips from that real quick. If you want to see the entire run, I can upload that. But yeah. Oh, also my internet went out at one point, so I actually had to restart, which is kind of funny. I also wanted to tack on a section real quick too, just talking about the game overall. The story was not bad. I was pretty impressed with it. Obviously, the atmosphere is 12 out of 10. It is amazing looking. It is definitely dark AF. So yeah, really good there. And then as far as how is the game going, I will say with the open world stuff, I guess I can go ahead and click in here real quick. I think there might be one going on right now. But the Dark Tides, there's so much extra stuff to do. There's a PvP area if you like doing that. You could do the tree stuff. There's a lot to go around and actually do if you're just kind of doing whatever. Now, if you're hitting the grind, of course, people are just doing dungeons and you're just spamming that kind of deal. So it is what it is. But overall, the extra amount and things when they just pop up with the just random timers and they're just going on actually feels really good. And there's a lot of different things you can do. So the end game right now, feeling nice. We'll see how that feels in a week or two. And hopefully by then, that'll be the next update for the build. Will be when it's kind of done. And hopefully I have 100% old uptime. Otherwise, right now, again, it feels good, and we'll just go with that. But yeah, overall, the game so far, story was really good. Just the gameplay itself feels actually really solid, and I think they've got a good skeleton to start with. Now it's just, can it hold my attention? And I'll get back to you when I know, because until a week or two in, I won't really know how it's going to feel. But right now, I'm excited, and I'm ready to get more into making a different build. But I'm going to take this one as close to 100 as I can. But yeah, now I don't know when the next season's coming. I heard somebody say a month. If that is that quick, that is a little crazy if we're going to have to reset in a month. But we'll see. If anybody can confirm that, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, that's, again, I have no clue. I just heard that on a random podcast of people that were sponsored to play. So yeah. Anyway, Usual stuff in the description, though. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok. How's your builds? What are you doing? How have they been going? If anybody's been following this and needs any help with anything, let me know. Just come to my Twitch. Feel free to ask questions. But yeah, so far it's been amazing, popping off, and now I just need to hit the grind and let's actually go hard. I was actually at racing speed the first day. I need to get back to that here now. So anyway, I'll go hard today. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace!